You've got to figure out what you like doing. Don't chase the hot technology. Because if you chase that hot technology, by the time you get the certification, it's not the hot technology anymore. You've got to be able to sell yourself once you get there. If you go to drivestaff.com/talks, I've got a full hour-length presentation, specifically how to effectively sell yourself in an interview. I want to talk about how you use technology specifically to bring jobs to you. You've got to set your priorities first. What's the most important thing to you right now? The 5 most important things in my life. Whatever those 5 most important things are in your life, your career is almost always going to make the list. Let's just create a daily action plan for yourself. If I do these 10 things over the course of the entire day, I know if I keep doing these things, something great's going to happen. Now that little voice pops in your head, oh, you should be looking for a job. Nope. You know what? I did what I was supposed to do today. I'm going to do it again tomorrow. And if I keep doing it, I'm going to find a job. LinkedIn. You've got to understand LinkedIn is there to give you access. It gives you access to people and from people. The bigger your network is, the more effective that tool is for you. The big fear, and I've done lots of seminars on this, and by the end of the seminar, we come down to the same fear every time. And it is, what if somebody I don't know wants to connect to somebody that I do know? How can I, in good conscience, pass that along? Okay, well, let's think this through for just a second. Okay, that person sends it along. I could either delete it, so there's not going to be any animosity created by just deleting the email and not doing it. Or you can take that opportunity to make friends with both of them, to say, sure, I'll be glad to help any way I can. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send a quick email. Hey, Don, somebody wants to meet you. Good luck with your connection. I'm personally connected to 4,167 people directly. I had 20,654 people join my network that day. These are people's profiles that I can see now, and their job titles and their histories. Why is that important? Well, if I'm putting together a target list of companies, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look for people who do what I do. Let's say, for example, I'm an iPhone developer. I'm not looking for companies right now, I'm looking for people. All right, so you see the little people tab at the top of the screen? I'm going to click on Advanced. Now, in the Advanced People search, I'm going to put in iPhone developer, and let's say 60532, just for fun. Now, when I did this particular search, I had 22 people come up in my results for specifically iPhone developer. Now, if I had a network of 100 people versus 4,100 and however many, how many people are going to come up on that search? Not a whole lot. All right, State Farm's doing it. Now, that's kind of a far commute for somebody in Lyle. They got to go all the way down to Bloomington. Razorfish, they're right downtown. What about the Tribune? They're doing iOS development. Now that says iOS engineer. Bing, hey, there's an idea. I could do another search on iOS engineers. So these companies are developing that, even though it's not an app development company or an iPhone development company, it doesn't mean they're not developing an app, right? And there's lots of these companies here in Chicago who are doing this. So now I'm going to do a quick search for people at those companies. In my results, well, there's a technology director at Razorfish. Again, if I had a very small network in LinkedIn, I'm probably not going to come up with that person. But I have a large network, so he came up in my search. So now, using Twitter, I'm going to go find him. And I'm going to start following him. I'm going to watch what he posts, and I'm going to comment on what he posts. I'm going to compliment what he posts. Hey, that was a great article. Thanks for sharing. Now my name's getting in front of this guy over and over again. So when I call him, he's going to know who I am. So I'm going to do this with all of these companies. I'm going to all the companies that we're targeting here. Follow all of them. Utilize tools like TweetDeck. Then I'm going to go to these aggregators that are out there, like Indeed.com or SimplyHired.com. The thing is, you need to be accurate in the information you're putting in there to get the best results. If you're not familiar with search strings, do a Google search on search strings. Facebook, obviously keep your profile clean, but follow your target companies on Facebook. This whole avenue of advertising on Facebook, creating a Facebook company webpage, is still pretty new. If they have a company page, the executives are looking at that page, HR is looking at that page to talk about why they should justify having it. All these people are staring at that page to see who's a fan of the page. What are they saying about our product? Get on that page and comment. You get on there, you're posting, you're liking, you're doing whatever you can, all positive comments. If they're going to see your name over and over again, now it's not such a cold call when you call them. They recognize your name. And mobile technology, all right? As we know, there's millions of apps out there. Do a search, find an app. Indeed's got an app. Simply Hired's got an app. Dice.com has an app. All these things have an app. Put it on your phone so that way the next time you're sitting there watching the show and it's a commercial break, you can look for a position. But that brings us back to the beginning here. What's your priority?